Good morning. We prolong our videos about the hydroflights, and I don't say anything about inventors of hydroflights, especially one of the first one, Ramond Li, who created Jet Li. It's a hydroflying jetpack. I am really proud of people who just don't afraid look forward to their dream and just move to it whatever happens. So I'll read you a short article about him and his short interview, so it will bring you more idea how it appears, develops, and became in a way we can see and use it now. Ramond Li of Jet Li, how to James Bond inspired him to invent a jetpack. It took 12 years, countless prototypes. People call him crazy and memorable PR stunt. But Ramond Li pulled off his childhood dream. He created a jetpack. May 23, 2013, San Franciscan won't soon forget June 13, 2012. And not just as the day Giant pitcher Matt Cain made MLB history by throwing perfect game. It's also the day that, in the middle of the game, an unidentified man appeared to levitate over the San Francisco Bay, peering into the stadium, wearing something never seen outside of a movie studio, a water-propelled jetpack. The moment captured the attention not only of the media and baseball fans, many who thought they were seeing a mirage, but also thrill seekers who wanted to try out a jetpack of their own. Immediately after the game, phones at the office in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, started ringing off the hook, and they haven't stopped since. The man on the other end was Ramond Li, inventor and CEO of Jet Li, a company that makes jetpack for individuals at $68,500 a pop, and tourism companies to buy and then rent out in places like the Caribbean, San Diego and San Francisco. Particularly now during National Inventors Month, Li's story is an inventor fairy tale. As 12 years old living in Hong Kong, he watched actor Sean Connery glide through the air attached to a jet packing in James Bond Thunderball, and immediately felt compelled to build his own. But disappointed struck when he visited his local library and found a lack of books on how to build such device. He and his family moved to Toronto 4 years later, and it wasn't until more than 20 years down the line, in 2000, that Li revisited his dream. It took him 12 years and significant sacrifice. He's commented jetpack him the market in early 2012. But today Li is the helm of a successful company that has a growing number of clients across the world. To other investors, Li said, if you have an idea for a product, make sure it has commercial value first. Make sure there is market for it, and know that it may be a long haul, but also know the importance of choosing the right members of your team. The right people will help you succeed. No, not at all. I went to school for science and business at the University of Toronto and ran my own computer graphics firm from 15 years in St. Joe's, Newfoundland. I then sold the business and started buying the renovating houses. It was during that time that I picked back up the idea of building jetpack. I knew I wanted it to be propelled by water, but I had to do a ton of research, take classes and talk to countless engineers to figure out how to build it. It took years. I did it first, but everyone thought I was crazy, so I stopped telling people. When I finally had a prototype, I told my wife. She was sufficiently underwhelmed and worried that I had fallen off the deep and that I would use up all of our savings taking around the garage for the rest of my life. In 2003, I felt like I had a good enough concept that I could solicit funding. I asked for help from the National Research Council of Canada and was given a grant. The money helped me move forward, and in 2005 I moved down to Fort Lauderdale to work with watercraft experts. It was a tough time because I wasn't on a permit visa and had to go back and front a lot of between the US and Canada. It was a long road, but eventually around 2008 the prototype started looking better and investor came calling. We conducted beta tests from 2010 through 2011. I now have a work visa and 20 employees here, so I am in Fort Lauderdale to stay. I wouldn't say that there were many setbacks over the 10 plus years, including people not coming through on promises, funding drying up and prototypes not being what I want them to be. But eventually I started looking at each challenge as a positive because I realized that I could overcome all of them. Most of our clients are companies that are looking to buy and then rent the jetpack in tourism concentrate locations. This company pay about $100,000 for the product and then can profit off of the rental prices they charge. We are finding the product to be so successful that many of these companies are making a 400% return on their investment per year. We've also sold individual jetpack to wealthy individuals, mostly for them to use at their vacation homes. Yes, I would. I'm so happy to have achieved my childhood dream. It is such a great feeling when you are flying. You can fly upside down to barrel rolls and drive underwater and then into the air. It's amazing. I really think this product will prove to be the next revolution in water recreation.